Okay. Um, is this recording a video? Cause I don't know. Yeah, it should be. I don't know. Whatever. I have it here. I was just looking at the garlic salt thing. It's salt, right? Not powder. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to get it right for technicality, and I was just like, why? Uh, that's what I was thinking. Why is it that vampires? This is getting annoying. Why is it that vampires uh, are like allergic or whatever to garlic? Where did that come from? I'm sure there's a weird kind of like freaking root to that. And the same thing with silver. Actually, some some medical, people have done research on this. There is some like medical condition, I think, for both the garlic and the silver stuff. I think um, that like people can have. It's not for garlic. It's not an allergic reaction, really. It's something weird, and silver is something else. It's more obscure, but yeah. And then maybe the sunlight thing was just the albino garbage, you know. But at least that is kind of just easier to think about. Oh, yeah, vampires, they're albino. It comes back from the old days where basically people are in small towns and then an albino wanders in or something. And ignorant, uneducated people are like, that guy's weird. We don't like rare, strange, and weird things. So I don't know, put him up on a cross and burn him or hang him by a tree because, eh, you know, it's weird. If it's weird and unfamiliar, it might kill you. And there's, you know, unfortunately, there's kind of logic to that. There's decent survivalism in that, until you kind of know a lot of stuff about the world, then you don't really have to behave like that. But, a few thousand years ago, we were super ignorant collectively. So we just kind of, if it had the tiniest deviation from anything we were accustomed to in our, 100, 200 people town, they're just like, well, better kill it. Um, so I guess it's good we don't live in that time anymore. But yeah. Well, I ate spaghetti, so maybe another round of eating is gonna, give me the tiredity that will put me to sleep. It's gonna increase my tiredness level. the little gauge next to me, you can see it. It's like the tiredness is going up. So that I'm able to sleep. But I got this big problem that just follows me whenever I go to sleep. I can be really tired right here, and then I'll do the necessary thing, maybe go take a pee before I get to sleep. I'll walk through, I'll turn off that light, I'll put that drink. There you go, there's the cup. I'll put my drink in the fridge, get the bottle of water, turn off the other lights, set the drink down, kick off my slippers, get into bed, lay down, and put my head on the pillow. And then I'm, 10% more awake by that point, maybe 20%. And then my brain starts thinking because it's nice and dark and everything's peaceful and my brain's thinking. And it's just like, I couldn't just be as tired as possible. And I really tried just to cut everything down, just trim everything down to a bare minimum. And and that's caffeine free stuff too. It's fruit punch, which doesn't have caffeine in it. So the caffeine's gone. So all I'm drinking is sugar. And I've even tried to be like, all right, I'm probably going to be going to bed in an hour. I'm drinking water, So it's like not even sugar. And it's like, no, sometimes that doesn't even work. It's just like, man, you gotta give it, I gotta sleep, you fucker. Anyways, it'll probably work. Sleep always comes, but it's just like, man, when are we gonna develop some way to just be like, you can just be like, in the bed and you'll just be like, all right, head, there's that switch inside me. Going to bed and you just fall asleep because you know where that switch is inside you. You have control in your head and you can just mentally flip the switch and you're asleep. So, you don't need a drug or an injection or a pill or anything. It's like meditation, but it doesn't take 5 minutes of breathing control and thought and all that shit. No, it's just like, you're asleep, man. Boom. It's just something you learn along the way about how to access one dimension of one kind of autonomic system in your body, in your brain, and you can just do it. And you just do it every night. And people will just be like, how did anyone ever function before we knew how to just turn ourselves off at the end of the day or whenever we wanted to? Oh, oh well. And then the reverse of that would obviously be, a doctor or someone if something goes wrong, they could wake you up. You know, of course, you would still automatically get up at the normal end of the cycle because it would just be an artificial way to start the cycle. But we would know where the triggering mechanism is. We could synthetically start it. That's all. It's a great thing. You know, I always think about how great it would be to control bodily functions, autonomic systems in your body. Like hair growth. Oh, to not have to shave and not have to get like laser hair removal or anything. Just be able to be like, just to shave and just not have to shave again. Because you just tell your body that, hey, we live indoors. We don't need to shave. So I'm turning off my hair growth on my face. Everywhere else, it's fine. I'm not going to shave my legs because I'm a man. But if you're a woman, you could just be like, yeah, I don't want to shave. I don't want my leg hair to grow either. It's just like, fine. Or if you're a man, be like, I want my dick to get bigger. I don't know that that's an autonomic function. I doubt it is, but that would be cool to do too. I realize it's very vain and everything, but why not? We can always dream. Why do so many things tend to come back to men having their dicks getting bigger? I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's small, but at the same time, it's like, a couple more inches wouldn't be a bad thing. I could always stand to grow a couple more inches too. I'm not short, but I wouldn't argue with being, 6 feet, 6'2". I wouldn't want to be 7 feet. The world is not geared for a 7 foot tall guy. All right, I have to, bend over for every doorway. Fuck that. So yeah, but yeah, couple more inches, no problem. Now, as far as the penis goes, I do not think I want like 8 more inches. I think some guys would be like, yeah, I want a fucking 12, 14, 16-inch dick. I think those are the guys that don't know the difference between big enough and too big for something. Because seriously, you're going to have a heart attack when you get a dick that big. Because you're going to lose too much blood when that thing gets that big. You're going to start to get fucking, you're going to get all like faint of head, and your heart is going to like have trouble pumping blood because there's not going to be enough blood in your heart. And you're just going to be like, everything else is going to go fucked. Especially if you're like just a guy that's like 5'4", and all of a sudden your dick is like 16 inches long and like, I don't know what that is, but like 2.5, 3 inches wide. I mean, how much blood would go to something like that? Like a 2 liter, a liter and a half. I mean, like, damn. Like, You would pass out every time you got fucking hard. Like, seriously. As soon as you got hard, you pass out and then it gets soft again. It would be like the cruelest joke ever. So, yeah, I know that really went into a weird direction, but whatever. Talking about like monstrously large dicks for a little while. But hey, whatever. We aim to please on this channel. I don't even think horses have dicks that big. That might be elephant dick style. That reminds me. Oh my God. Have you ever seen an elephant take a shit or a piss? Wow. Amazing. It's like the greatest kind of thing. It's amazing. Just like look it up. If anyone sees this, and it's not just for future me and avatar me, if anyone sees this, go to YouTube and watch an elephant take a shit or a piss, or both. It's great. Oh, it's great. I saw one. I saw it at the zoo when I went to the Milwaukee Zoo. It was awesome. Oh man. And yet another tangent has been cleared. Swish. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna try to. Let's see.